mind all day, sipping herbal in the morning just to feel okay. Had a dream I was water just flowing through space, till I landed on the record that my grandma would play. Talk sweet like jazz in the park after rain. What the grass smell green and the air feels sane. Put the phone on mute, let the silence explain. I don't need much, just a book in the brain. Used to chase things that were run from me. Now I sit still, let the peace come free. Paint a verse in the sky with a loose leaf. While the moon do a dance with a soft oak tree. Let it ride, let it...
Hello everyone. Today I'm at an interesting place in North London. It's called Alexandra Palace, also known as Ali Pali. And there are lots of interesting things to see, and I'm excited to show you around. So come, join me exploring the palace. So right opposite the pond is the Boathouse Cafe, where you can get some coffee, tea and some snacks. There's ice cream, well, hot weathers, and so yeah, so when you pop around, please come to the Boathouse Cafe and try some of their ice cream. So here we are again. This is another section of Ali Pali where you have go aid taking place. So if you're interested in go aiding, you can come to Ali Pali and have fun. That's it. So let's go and see what else we can find. So that's quite interesting. I haven't done that before. So I believe this is about 190 acres of land, and there are all, and since it was built specifically for the people as a recreation centre, it's quite good that they have go aid. There's a park, no, there is a playground for children, and you've got the pond as well. And then when we go into the main hall, there is an ice skating rink, and there is a theatre there as well. There is also a bar called the Phoenix Bar, where you can sit down and have, it's a bit like a pub, where you can drink and eat. So let's go and explore. I can actually hear the kids skateboarding. So you've got skateboarding ramps here, and so it's a nice place for little children to play and be free. Lots and lots of land for them to play around. So, and then for the adults as well. So let's go towards where the adults would love coming. Let's go. So here's the main hall, and you've got the entrance to the theatre over there, and then the ice rink towards this direction. And you've also got, if you want coffee or tea, there is a section where you can purchase snacks and tea. And look at this. This is a very, very interesting piece of art. This is actually a collage. This is a collage of Alexandra Palace. Look at all those tiny pieces all joined together to form the nice palace. I think it's beautiful. I mean, that's amazing. Look, can you see? Look at what's being joined together to form this beautiful art. That's nice. It's pretty. Okay, so let's go and see what else we have.
Up in the beat in the back. I don't stress, I don't fold, I just lean on facts. If the sun don't shine, I'ma still bounce back. I've been good, I've been gone.
Here's a brochure that tells you everything that's happening in the summer, for this summer. So if you happen to pop around, you can pick up this brochure. They'll give you lots of events to attend over the summer. As I said before, I used to think that Alexandra Palace was occupied by the royal family in the 1800s. Well, that's not correct. In fact, I've got some information off Wikipedia that says that Alexandra Palace was actually opened in 1873 as a people's palace for education and recreation, and that it was 16 days after it opened, it was actually destroyed by fire, and then it was reopened again in 1875. There was an act of parliament as well that declared it as a public recreation center. So that's it. So if you hear Alexandra Palace and you're thinking about the royal family, or Queen Victoria or anybody, that is not what the palace is for or what's for. So let's go and see what else it has to offer. Okay, so I'm standing right in front of the BBC Tower reception. There used to be some telescopes here as well that you could use to view far away. Let's go and see if we can still find them. Huge stairs, aren't they? Nice though. And the other end there is a place where people can have picnics. This equipment, or whatever you can call it here, looks like a massive binoculars, but you might call it a telescope. I'm not quite sure what it is. And what you do is you put in 50p in there, and then you can have a good look. Look at the view over there. You can see it. It's a very nice view. So this actually just gives you a better view of it, of the surrounding area. This is another entrance to the palace. If we have a look up there at that round symbol, it looks like a kaleidoscope. Well, that's nice. Just look at the building, look at how massive it is. It reminds me of those buildings that you find in Rome. Those ancient buildings. Yeah, it is an old building. Very, very old. So isn't it quite interesting that they've actually kept this building in good condition? And it reminds me of those buildings that they use in movies, or maybe in something like Harry Potter. Look at that part, that looks like a balcony that people can walk through. So that's it. Now we're under a gazebo, and you've got lot of benches all around where people are sitting down and having their drinks, snacks. The Phoenix Bar is just right behind me, so I'm going to go in there to see if I can get a drink, or at least maybe something to eat. I'm not sure, it really depends on what they have. So that's the grass area over there where you can sit down and have a picnic. It's quite massive if you only look at that, a small area of it. You got the palm courts, you got the main arena, and we've already been to the Phoenix.
Writing in the margins of my mind all day, sipping herbal in the morning just to feel okay. Had a dream I was water just flowing through space, till I landed on the record that my grandma would play. Talk sweet like jazz in the park after rain. What the grass smell green and the air feels sane. Put the phone on mute, let the silence explain. I don't need much, just a book in the brain. Used to chase things that were run from me. Now I sit still, let the peace come free. Paint a verse in the sky with a loose leaf. While the moon do a dance with a soft oak tree. Let it ride, let it.
And here we are. So finally we're at the garden centre. This is Alexandra Palace Garden Centre. And it's a nice small garden centre with lots of beautiful plants. Lots of pottery, lots of pots that you can use for your plants. Big ones, very big ones that you can put in. And let's have a look around. That's like a coconut tree. So this is the end of my tour of Alexandra Palace, and it's been a very nice experience, and I hope you enjoyed it too. And please feel free to come, with your family or friends to Alexandra Palace and spend maybe half a day or so exploring, and maybe a picnic when it's very hot. Thank you and bye.
While the moon do a dance with a soft oak tree. Let it ride, let it be what it be.